Hi, today I'm going to show you how to assemble a multi-use clamshell box. I've pre-cut my shape for the box and I've measured it all out according to a diagram that I have drawn. In the diagram, the side walls are all the measurement of the depth of your book or object plus 1/8 of an inch. And the width of the lower part of the clamshell box is the width plus 1/8 also. The top of the clamshell box will be the width plus 1/4, and the spine is the width plus 1/4. Now when I make my drawing, I measure out the height plus 3/8 for the top also. And I make that measurement all the way across, and then in order to create the smaller lower tray that the upper tray fits over, what you do is you move the upper and lower wall in 1/8 of an inch. You cut off the 1/8 of an inch on the outside and you use the inner line to score. I've also pre-scored all of the lines for folding, except for one, so I'll do that right now. I put my ruler down and I score with a Teflon folder. I like Teflon folders because they're a little bit softer and smoother than a bone folder. And you just have to be careful not to dig the tip in too much, because this is a single layer multi-use blue board that I'm making the box out of, and the tip can dig in and make a hole. Then I have also pre-cut 3 corners, 1, 2, 3, and I'll show you how to separate the layers and cut the 4th corner. I take a micro spatula or anything pointy, and I push that into the holes in the corrugated part in the middle layer, and I pull up the top layer and the middle layer up to the line, so you're cutting out a triangle. And then you take a nice sharp pair of scissors. I have a little pair of gingers that work really well. And I cut those top layers off right along the line that I've drawn. So make sure I'm not cutting that bottom layer. Into the corner. Then I have to pre-fold all of the sides where I've scored. When you draw the diagram on your multi-use board, you want the flutes of the multi-use board to go in the same direction as your spine. So my spine is in the center and my flutes go up and down. I always thought that it was really difficult to fold against the grain of the fluted corrugated board, but actually once you have scored it with the bone folder, it folds quite well. Everything is folded and ready to be put together, so I just need to glue the corners. I use PVA glue, and I'm just gluing on top of a small waste sheet here. I glue up the inside of the corner, square it up as well as I possibly can, fold the corner down, and rub it with a bone folder. and try to make sure that the triangle, the top of the triangle, lines up with the top of the side wall. So this is our lower tray, which is done. And I'll glue the upper tray. Write it down. And one more. Now if it's a big box and it wants to spring back, you can wrap a little piece of Rime or Holotex around the corner and put some kind of a board or blotter paper, something that'll keep the multi-use board from getting crushed, and just clamp it with a binder's clip. Hold it in place while it's drying. This is a little box, so it's holding together pretty nicely. And it folds together very nicely. And you can also, sometimes you can cut a little arc out of this outer tray, which is the top, and that gives you a thumb hold and makes it just a little bit easier to open up. Thank you.